AG, good morning, sir, my Vice President, doing other leaders in the House, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests of the Rotary family. I'll be taking the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the idea of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, by all the leaders in the House. High ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, by all the men in the House. My president. All the men in the House. They're not here.
There are no men here.
Four, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much, our irresistible magical secretary, for that beautiful object of Rotary. Our council chairman, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotarian Benga, you're welcome. Rotarian Khadijat, you're welcome. Rotarian Khadijat, can you please give us the 4-week test?
Rotarian President, irresistible President, my irresistible Vice, AG, my CP, friends, PDG, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends in the House. This morning, before we test of the things we think stay on the the truth and the question. Is it fair to all concerned? The third one goes. Will it be build goodwill and better friendship? And the last one, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
What's going on here?
I'm very sorry.
This again. Can you please take the 4-week test again?
4-week test. Okay. Okay. Let me do it this way. With 5,000 naira.
That is answer.
I'm going to give my daughter, though I've not introduced her, to take the 4-week test of the things we think and do. The 4-week test of the things we think and do. The first question is it the truth? The second one is it fair to all concerned? The third one is, will it build goodwill and better friendship? And the fourth one is, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you very much for that beautiful 4-week test. Very much appreciated. Before we continue with this meeting, I'd like to very quickly appoint our SA for today. And I would like to call on no other person than the seasoned Rotarian and author, publisher, Rotarian Benga Babalola, to kindly thank you very much. Oh wow, long glasses. May I please call on my doyen to kindly step forward. Hello. kindly decorate him as our SA for today. Rocket, please pictures.
I hereby decorate at the instance of the president, enjoin you to charge or chargeable, do all the needful, don't be afraid of those that has titles.
You can use the microphone.
We charge you to be very, 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 very profitable today and charge all chargeable, regardless of their title, whether they are director general somewhere or council. I will not say the best.
Thank you very much. Now we move to song entrance. I would like to open the floor. But before I do that, I need to recognize Ariola. I believe Ariola. This return Ariola from Canada. Kindly confirm. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Ariola from Canada. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Rotarian Olufunke Dairo, we miss you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotarian Morufudin, December birthday boy, thank you for joining us this morning. FCA. To take our first song for today, I'd like to keep the floor open and see if the Lord will place it on anybody's hearts to take a song before the count of 10. I'm hoping that I'll get someone to volunteer to give us our first song for today. Sir? Oh, you want to give us a song? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Please, you have to sing handsome song. Please, handsome song. Thank you very much. Do you have a song you want to take, or you want just to? Oh, my special is your special. Okay, my own special is typically grandfather's clock with an additional 10,000 naira and some song. 10,000 naira. We'll be taking the grandfather's clock, and I'd like to call on Rotarian Khadijat to please help us Dodo and Lala that song. Just before we do that, let me check online if you have anyone that wants to support that song as well. Do you have any message here? Okay. Do you have anyone online that wants to support that song? We already have 20,000 there for Grandfather's Clock. Rotarian Teresa, thank you for joining us this morning. We have 20,000 naira for Grandfather's Clock. Wow, my irresistible Vice President wants to take my microphone and make a proclamation for Grandfather's Clock. Please stand by, Rotarian Khadijat. Let's hear what's. Wow, look at her glasses. Beautiful. And she can see clearly to me. Beautiful, beautiful. Take the microphone, my Vice President, and use it to make the proclamation.
My president said that my microphone is too heavy for me to, but I will try. I support that song. It is for total. But I will man this now. Because I want to. I have no title. Yeah. It's the only reason why I have the title. So I have to have a choice. That was support by somebody like let's call amount of 5,000 naira.
Thank you so very much, my magical vice president. Do we have any other support for this song before we proceed with it? Okay, so Rotary Khadijat, kindly Dodo and Lala that song, and then you almost take it.
So I'll be doing the song. Láti sọ fún mi, láti sọ fún mi, sọ down, do re mi re do mi re do.
Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition of Dodo and Lala. Just while you were taking that song, you got another support or an handsome song of 10,000 naira from Nigerian local fair. So let's keep the song. Let's be upstanding, please.
At the same of it's Christmas time, we take the song. It's Christmas time.
Oh, that was such a beautiful rendition. Thank you to our family of Rotary here, and thank you for our AG for giving us that song. For that same song, online, we received another support of 5,000 naira from Rotarian Tuesday. Where's the SA? SA, please, I need to note this. Rotarian Tuesday supported with 5,000 naira. At this particular time, I'd like to call on our guest speaker for today, Alima Laini, to kindly please join us on this side of the table. Please let's give her a warm welcome. She joins us on this side of the table today. For our next song, do we have anyone that wants to give us that song? My secretary, do you want to give us a song? What's your song? And you can give us another song. If he or she, you're very much welcome. Oh, our council chair, beautiful. Our council chair wants to give us a song. Our president nominee, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. So please microphone. Council Chair.
President, fellow lieutenants, my team, I recognize, PAT, staff presidents, you are recognized. Fellow lieutenants, guests, and family of road. The song, I'm donating this song, the sum of 5,000 naira. Let's look on to page 14, and the title of the song is The Happy Wanderer. And the tune goes thus.
Now, before you even give us the tune of that song,
Okay, so
we have 5,000 on ground. My vice president, okay, my charter president, kindly give your celestial observation.
Rotary and sustainable president. And the special grace of God, you will live long. The reason for my prayer is because it was as if you were reading my mind. What in the back, we see that the reason for having children is for more blessings. As a father, if you are doing something, your children should be able to rally around you and do more.
thank you.
Okay.
I have one of our children here, which is ready to support me.
Good morning, my president, our AG, our president, actually, our CP, one month I will tell because I was, my hands were off to support my daddy. Sorry, CP.
But the governor, I mean, the president was the first to bear.
No, so I'm supporting my daddy with 5,000.
5,000, thank you so much.
Friends in the house, friend.
On this side of the table, you will have friends. Look at our president nominee looking brilliant.
Good morning, my irresistible president, past president, my dad, I support you. I even like this combo. Supporting with 2,000 naira.
Thank you very much. Look at our AG.
Our AG.
AG, I should proceed. Our AG. Oh, okay.
Yes. Thanks. Thank you very much, my wonderful friend. Actually, I would have done more than that, but she's trying to come down at me.
Thank you very much, my agent.
Yes. Ojoro. Ojoro.
Now, some president, distinguished, I especially recognize you, sir. Our charter president, our performing secretary, recognize you. You know, I always recognize you, my vice. Irresistible vice president, I especially recognize you. The future of this great club, our incoming, I recognize you, man. Distinguished Rotarians, guests and friends. So, you know, I have a guest seated beside me, and he just whispered, what exactly is happening now? What exactly is happening now? Is this how you guys beg for money? Is this how you guys beg for money? So we have to set the premise right. So in explaining to him, I've decided to make it open. That this process is just a fun way of raising money for our various projects. So we have family groups, okay? So he, as past president, is the head of one of the groups. So all past presidents here have family groups. But aside that, he is also privileged to be our council chair. Council is past president's council. So that's why he's using his veto to tax everybody to support. So I'll support you with 5,000.
Thank you for that, well-needed explanation by sponsor.
Jerry is my friend.
Okay, you listen to them one as well. Hands up.
My PhD. I decided to put me to task this morning. Well, definitely, I'm taking a challenge. I would like to support this, so donated by me, especially with 10,000.
Please, in this club, no. When you say 10,000 naira, that is an. So please, let me take that again. Yes, please. You'll be donating a sum, not an ordinary sum, but a sum.
So of my president, I call it handsome. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think Rotarian, yeah.
Check many.
5,000 naira. Thank you so very much.
I can see this one coming in.
Good morning, people. Good morning. We have a song on ground, Happy Wanderer, taken by our council chair, who had a few supports, almost 30,000 naira or more.
5,000.
5,000 naira. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. 5,000.
5,000 naira.
10,000.
Strong. Oh, 10,000 naira.
Tell Kubota is supporting me.
The pattern.
Thank you very much. Donkey. 2,000 for the
2,000 naira. Thank you so very much.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. Although my CP, Doyen did not support me. Okay, last time shall be given. I'm asking now. 20,000. Stop. Yes, the two gold dust. La 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 la. Do mi la ti. Do ritmo. Do mi. Do mi. Do mi. Do mi. Do
Our council chair. You want someone else to help you with one. No, let my vice president. Why do you go? Why do you so much or boy? I can mix it up.
La 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 la. La 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 la. At the say of Merry Christmas, sing. Merry Christmas. I love to.
Let's be upstanding. Let's be upstanding.
Okay, let's water around, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. I love to go and wandering. I love
For the progresses, Warner's performance was not acceptable after replacing him at halftime in the 1-1 Golden draw at Rangers. The German forward 28 lost possession 16 times, did not win any of his 5 draws, and only completed 69% of his passes. Allowing a total of 5.
Council Chair, for that beautiful song. I believe we're energized already. I say when they ask people to wave their hands, they did it. I believe they have noted. So we take one more song. My irresistible, magical vice secretary would like to take one more song. We might take two more songs because I would like to hear from AGTT Sumanu. He'll give us a song as well after the song.
Thank you, my president. leaders of the House, fellow Rotarians, friends and guests of for Pastor Harris family. I'll be doing lend a hand on page 27 with the sum of 10,000 naira.
You said 20 now.
10,000 naira. My president, I would love our
We have to say answer.
okay handsome sum of 10,000 naira. So I would love Rotarian to start to help me do another.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Before we continue, please kindly permit me to recognize some of our guests online. Rotarian Humanity, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, sirs.
Not sure if you're a guest, but thank you for joining us. Our president nominee designate, F.O. Assisi.
My president, distinguished members. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Our IPP Rotarian Veronica Shijola, thank you for joining us, and Rotarian Babarasi, thank you for joining us. Rotarian Asasi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotarian Alanika, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. AG, Titi Somono, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. My own mentor, PP Favor, thank you for joining us as well, and to all our guests. So, kindly.
My respectable president, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my beautiful IPP.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians.
I'm sorry, she called you. Oh, she appointed you to Dodo and Lala with 10,000 naira. Is it too small for you? Please also pass this microphone to him. Rocket, pass the microphone. Mr. President, well, before that, Dodo and Lala, we should get some support. My age is Sumano. Because of time, I wanted to take a song, but because of time, I'd like you to support this song, Lend a Hand. Not with an ordinary song, but with an anthem song. To support this Lend a Hand song. Did you say 20? Oh, it's on page 20. I thought you said 20,000. No, just to support. I'm from sure. I'm 20,000 naira. From 20,000 naira. Thank you so very much, Iki. My mentor, Ifeva, has been winking at me from there. I see you. Please let's hear what she has to say. I see you, my PP. Someone should give out to Musawi's microphone.
My handsome president. What do you want me to say, my president? Because the last time I heard that Musari was going to do Dodo and Lala is song.
I mean, you have not been following this meeting, my. Yes, and AG Sumanu supported. Put on some song of 20,000 naira.
My president, I want to ask, has Musari agreed to Dodo and Lala?
Yes.
I'm passing it to you now. We have no, we come of 5,000 naira.
So my all I need from you is support for the song.
Support for the song. 5,000 naira.
You know that 5,000 naira is not into your hand.
5,000.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll take that.
Okay.
Do we have any support for this song online? Anybody wants to support online? Rotarian Akiroko, you're welcome. Oh, beautiful. Rotarian Onikyobi. No, don't say answer. We can't support. Don't answer the reference. Richard, I like that. I understand you're supporting the song. 1,000 there. Thank you very
I
much.
support the song with the household sum of 5,000 naira.
5,000 is not answer. We'll just say 5,000.
Passing it back to you. The sum of 5,000 naira.
Thank you so much.
My president, my voice is small this morning, and that's why I'm passing it. I would love to tell you for staff to go to another level. Okay.
Give the microphone to Asas. Richard, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning, Richard Asas.
Thank you very much. Please, I want to pass it to 5,000 to return weekend.
Well, why are you passing it to Asas? We'll accept your pass. Is it that you don't know how to do Wala that song?
My voice is to be back, sir. My voice, sir.
Your voice.
Thank you, sir.
It's over. Okay, give your microphone to Richard Alanike.
Hey, Mike.
Give your microphone to Richard Alanike. Okay, she has it already. Okay. It's on page 27.
Okay, lend a hand. Okay, I will attempt to do another this song, and then we'll sing at the end, at the say of Rotary family. I should have done another. Okay. Okay. Do re mi, do fa mi re ti do. Mi fa so, mi la so fa re mi. Mi fa so, do ti la fa la, do ti la so ti do.
I think she just take the song, please. Take the song. Take the song. Let's be upstanding as please. Take the song.
At the say of Rotary family, we will sing together. Rotary family, let's go. Let the hand, the carrying of the hand. very long time. Thank God you make our world better. In Rosary, we don't stand with love to never die. So I bring up to our land, let God to fight our tree.
Your magical secretary for that beautiful recognition. You may be seated. At this point in time, I'd like to take in apologies. My secretary, well, apologies. Okay, thank you for now, sir.
Thank you, my president. For today's meeting, we have apologies from Lutheran Mabel Adepoju, Lutheran Bulu Atiri, Ayo Palike, and Lutheran Atinuke Adinapu. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. My Goyen, are we having another meeting over there? What's the, oh, the floor is coming to order. Thank you so very much.
Including your essay, my friend.
Any visiting Rotarians in the house? Visiting Rotarian, so also please pass the microphone to him.
Civil President, my AG, and all the AGs that are here, and the vice that are here. My fellow town governors, the Council of Past Presidents of this great Lord, my Zoyan, the Charter President, I would like to give you a special recognition and appreciation for the work you are doing in this club. Very, very rarely do you still find a charter president after several years of the club being in existence. So for you to keep your support and keep, invited to be around this great club, that special commendation, and the Lord Almighty continue to reward you.
Amen.
Please, without taking much of your time, my first stanza of my introduction, because I'll go to the second stanza, essentially the reason why I'm here. My name is PhD Jerry Jagoya IAUC. I'm from the Club of Ecuador. I'm currently serving your district now 111, as the chairman for the mission for Vision Committee. So that's what this is my first stanza of introduction. Second stanza, I will tell you more about that committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Do you have any other to return? Okay, so we'll go to introduction of guests. PhD Joseph, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You're most welcome. I'd like to have Mr. Osaze. Can you please be upstanding? Mr. Osaze Iweku is a seasoned marketing professional. He's a senior executive at MTN Nigeria and is here to share fellowship with us today. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Okay, Rotary Khadijat still has the microphone. Rotary Khadijat.
Okay.
Your guest.
Introduce my daughter to the house. Olapode Oshineyo. She just finished their exams back for the Christmas holiday. So she just I was preparing to go out this morning. Oh, where are you going?
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you for taking the 4-week test as well.
Morning, my president, the leaders in the house. I would like to introduce to you my darling daughter. Her name is Oluwa Ishi Olayemi. She is a JSP student of Stanfield College. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mr. Rowan.
Good morning, my assistant president, Right, Council of Past Presidents. I have the pleasure of introducing the guest. Yeah.
Where's your guest? Yes, can you please be seated in front? Let her come and sit in front. Well, go on and introduce her, please.
Okay, her name is Miss Abiola Ogano. She's an entrepreneur.
Did you say Miss? Be very clear.
Miss,
Okay.
and it's not missing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us this
The
morning.
meaning of this and it's not missing. What's the meaning?
PP favor Madu.
She's okay, just to verify, she's a Mrs.
My president nominee, you want to confuse this house this morning?
She has already done that.
My SA. Can you note this confusion? KGI Tutu, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, once again, my handsome president and members of the active agency. Good morning. I'm here to introduce my guest. His name is Mr. Shehu Adewi. He's a tech entrepreneur. He's there to fellowship with us, and I'm hoping that before the end of this fellowship, he will be inducted as a retired today.
Thank you so much for joining us. You're most welcome to you. PAG Afelogun, you're most welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Meeting is ongoing, PAG Afelogun. AG Bureau, you're most welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. You have a guest this morning? Okay, kindly introduce your guest.
Morning, my president, I have my guest, my first doctor with us today.
Please, can she come and sit in front, please?
And I wish that the doctor should be coming for him, right? So, thank you. She's coming Sola, Pastor Ogu.
Thank you so much for joining us, Sola. You're most welcome. Can we please proceed to business of the day? Can you present the bill, please? I hope we don't have any guests online. Rotarian Messi, you're welcome. Rotarian Akande, you're welcome. Prince Daffy, you're welcome. Rotarian Moses, you're welcome. Rotarian Pemigo, I cite you. Thank you for joining us online. Rotarian Shoya Gabiano, thank you for joining us online. Let's please present behind Gabriel. Behind the gavel for Friday, 13th December 2024. Dear irresistible golden Rotarians, I welcome you to the second fellowship of December. The theme for the month remains disease prevention and treatment. To this end, today we will have with us Alima Ayeni, the founder of Life After Abuse Foundation, who will share with us on the topic mental health and its impact on family and society. It promises to be an enlightening session. Today also, we will enjoy a special presentation featuring a Christmas carol rendition by family groups. I can't wait to witness the magic they'll perform this morning. Membership. Today, we will induct yet another member and the person of Mr. Shehu Adewi, who is sponsored by PP Favor Madu. Please let's give him a warm welcome again. Rotary Foundation, despite the challenges with foreign exchange rates, I recognize and appreciate everyone who have contributed to the Rotary Foundation. A special note of appreciation goes to our Rotary Foundation chair, Rotarian Princess, who has consistently gone above and beyond to ensure that we continue to grow within the Rotary Foundation. Service projects. We are on track to deliver our fully equipped ICT laboratory at our Junior Secondary School We have recently commissioned the furniture, and its delivery is expected by the third week of this month. A few weeks ago, we started a fundraising drive to acquire the necessary computer units for the project. We called and you answered. A special thank you to members and family groups who have generously supported this. A special thanks to our service project chair, Rotary and Raquel, for our consistent drive towards the success of our project. SA, the last 2 months have shown great improvements in our SA performance. However, it seems we now have a few outstanding balances lingering longer than usual. I appeal to you to please pay your outstanding SA dues promptly. Annual dues. I commend and appreciate everyone who has paid your annual dues. You all deserve a round of applause. So please give yourself a round of applause. However, we still have 16 members that are yet to pay. We have taken action, and the club has officially written to the concerned members, notifying them of the outstanding dues and the potential consequences. I am optimistic that all pending dues will be settled before the end of the first half of the year. Public image. One of our goals is to leverage the media to share beautiful stories about the amazing work we do as a club. To this end, I was at Traffic Radio 96.4 Training Park. In case you missed the live interview, you can catch up on it via YouTube. The link will be shared on our platforms. Christmas party. Our annual Christmas party will be held on Sunday, December 15th, 2024 at PSS DC Magodo, starting at 1 p.m. To make this party worthwhile, we will be seeking financial support from members to make it a memorable one. Thank you to everyone who have supported or pledged to support the Christmas party. A special thanks to our chair family of Rotary, Khadija. Please give a round of applause. For our commitment towards the program. Our weekly bulletin, we have now released 24 editions. 24 editions, physical for monitoring of our weekly bulletin, which continues to gain traction across the district. Given its wide distribution, it's an excellent platform for advertising your businesses. So please take advantage of the limited advert slots by reaching out to the secretary for the rates. As I conclude, I need you all to remember that impossibility is a possibility that is yet to be explored. Thank you for your attention and being here today. I remind you also Rotary service, Rotarian, actually, your irresistible, magical president, 2024-2025. Thank you very much. At this point in time, I'd like to take committee reports. My vice president, service chair, you have a report for us on service project.
Yes, thank you, my president. I'm Rotarian president. Rotarians in the house, friends and guests of Omolegood. I'm so excited to announce that we are moving forward in our service project for this year. And our STAR project, which is setting up and equipping an ICT lab for the junior high school of Archery. It's currently on course. We have done a couple of things to get the project ready. The furniture and the commission and it's almost ready for delivery. The computers that we're looking at, I'm so excited, my president. We are so lucky to belong to this house. It's a privilege to serve in this field. When I was worried about exchange rate and how we're going to get 25 computers, and surprisingly, we have about 6, if not more than 6, being paid for by your members, family groups. I want to appreciate all the family members and members of the family for their generous donation towards that cause. And it's quite exciting. And I'm sure before the end of first quarter next year, the project will be commissioned. We had a couple of things planned for this month because of the closure of the school currently, we cannot go forward. I can assure you when we come here in January, a lot of magics await us, which we are all going to enjoy. Thank you so much for the opportunity, my president.
Thank you very much, our vice president, for that report on service project. Do we have any other reports? Installation, we have a report for us, Rotarian, our president nominee. Someone should please pass the microphone to her.
Thank you very much, my Mr. President. Fellow Rotarians and guests. Yes, we held our inaugural meeting on Thursday. And we have started the planning. And we also want to use this support to president and leaders. So same time, I want to thank those that are able to come. My able secretary has done a very good job calling all of us for the meeting. So as we move forward, our next meeting will be in 2 weeks' time, so that we can, by next year, we'll be able to inform the House on the way we are doing. But now we have started the installation committee meetings. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, our president nominee. We have confirmation on dates already.
Yes, we are looking at July 18th on a Friday. We are still looking at the venue. It's on a Friday, 12 p.m. So there's a change in all our.
Why Friday? Why Friday?
Investiture dates, yes.
Why Friday? Friday is a working day.
Okay, observation, Rotarian, CAG, IE22.
It doesn't matter.
Without person, fellow Rotarians and friends.
My people.
Vision is who are privy to the discussion that took place at the meeting. I was supposed to be, I wasn't, but I don't work for it. Others are not aware that we are proposing to change the date, the day from the usual practice of either Saturday or Sunday. This time around Friday. So that's why you will get that kind of reaction. Because it's not a committee statement. It is not whom and Moses state. It is a club's program. But it's only incident that we build into what we are doing, his own thoughts about what we should think of adding to it or removing from it in order to make it bigger than what we have done before. So it's a proposal, and that's the way we should present it to us. This is the first time we are hearing about it. Thank you.
Thank you for that, PAG. Do we have any reports, any other committee reports? Rotarian candidates.
Thank you very much. So as we are all aware, Sunday, we'll be having our end of the year family get together / Christmas party. For support that has been shown by our members in cash and in kind. I really appreciate. I want to tell my other everybody has I've seen all of you in camera that
Looks like AGO is not happy about something.
that you do so that we can have because my after the Christmas fiesta, the spirit of God just took over, and I was like, you're gonna crown it with
Off your mic.
I was expecting him to level up, high pressure now, and this was costing him.
Those things.
For your update.
And then for those of us that want to take it off, the Mama House, Rotarian Telio is opening his bar and grill hotel, go to the hotel and so after that, so that's part of the family. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for that. So in the absence of no other committee report, two things. Humanity House will get an update on that maybe next week or the week after. On on our retreats, which those who do not understand the reason why they proposed a Friday for the investiture. It's still a proposal. The idea behind it is many of the VIP guests that will be supporting us during that investiture are civil servants, you know, and many of them stay on the island, but they are always in Alausa on the mainland. Our president-elect is also a civil servant and works mainly with a lot of these civil servants. So while thinking about it, we're thinking, oh, since they are all at work on Fridays or on a weekday, it might be easier for them to attend. You can also be Friday and be party after party. So that's the thinking behind it. I'm sorry, but it's still a proposal, as you know, suggested. So at this point in time, I'd like to have our secretary introduce our guest speaker, who will share with us for 10 minutes on mental health. Rotarian Tato Ibo.
Thank you, my president, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests of the Rotary family. Salima, please can you be upstanding, ma'am? So I'm taking the profile of Halima Layeni. Halima Layeni is an incandescent advocate for men's mental health. As the founder and executive director of the Life After Abuse Foundation, she has dedicated herself to reshaping the global discourse surrounding mental health equality, gender equality, and the eradication of gender-based violence. Halima's visionary leadership has propelled the foundation to the forefront of the field, spearheading numerous projects that have engaged over 10,000 boys and men across communities, schools, organizations, and conferences worldwide. Halima's campaigns has garnered recognition from esteemed organizations and individuals such as the United States government, Youth Sustainable Development Solution Network Program, Change.org, Women Treaty, Black Healthcare Professionals Network, Canada, and the governor of Lagos State are defining the discourse surrounding males' mental health and shedding light on the intersection of gender-based violence and mental health disparities. In addition to our advocacy network, Halima is committed to providing direct support through innovative initiatives. She established a telehealth platform providing free access to mental health services for men, breaking down barriers and empowering individuals to prioritize their mental well-being in a stigma-free manner. Halima's dedication and impact have been recognized through numerous awards, including the prestigious 2023 Honorary Award for Mental Health NGO of the Year, the 2017 F. John Braden S. Consul General Award, 2022 Change.org, the Create Change Maker title, the 2023 Donors for Africa Women in Development Award, the 2023 Virgin Active Citizens Award nomination under the Health Activism category, the 2024 Health Humanitarian Award nominee, and the 2023 Lagos State Government Honorary Recognition for Trailblazer Men's Mental Health Advocates, underscore and impactful contributions. An influential article, A Call to World Leaders, Ending Violence Against Women and Girls, requires advancing access to mental health support, has garnered over 2 million readerships globally, further amplifying the urgency of addressing men's mental health as a critical component of gender equity and social justice. Halima Layeni's transformative leadership, innovative solutions, and unwavering dedication make her a respected figure in the field of men's mental health advocacy, driving forward a global movement towards greater mental health equity and social change. Distinction. Men's Mental Health Advocate, founder and executive director, Life After Abuse Foundation. Please join me to welcome Anima Layo. Now, you should appreciate her.
We are doing that now.
Oh, sorry. My president wants his mic.
Give her the other microphone, please. Very quickly, where's the other microphone? Okay, give her my microphone. Where's the other?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for. Do you still want to share now?
No, you can't. No, sir.
No. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to start by saying thank you so much to the president of the Rotary Club, who is a significant part of the foundation, Judy Ubuleye. Thank you so much for your support over the years. We're so grateful for all that you do for us. I would also like to thank Rotary Akiroko, who has also been very supportive. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to go into the conversation of today. So my name is Aimala Ine, and today I'm here to speak about men's mental health and its impact on family and society. Now, what is mental health? I know that there's a lot of misconception about mental health. When you say mental health, people actually think that it's mental illness or extreme mental illness, but mental health is a significant part of our health. Mental health actually refers to your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It impacts the way you feel, the way you think, the way you act, the way you address stress, the way you make decisions, the way you relate with family, friends, and everybody around you. Now, what are some of the facts about men's mental health? You need to understand that mental health is universal and it affects everyone, especially men. Men, because there's a social conditioning for men to be stoic, for them to deal with their problems. So mental health affects particularly men the more. Now, you need to understand that mental health is a universal thing. It affects everybody. At some point, everybody in this room has cried themselves to sleep. At some point, we have had our backs against the wall. We have been sad. We have been depressed. I mean, that's part of the, that's a significant part of life, basically. As long as you're on earth, you're going to have life interruptions that will impact your mental health. It's also important to know that your mental health impacts your physical health. And it's also important to note that men are not robots like everybody thinks. You know, men are human beings with feelings. They are human beings with emotions, even if we have taught them to shut out their emotions. Now, why is men's mental health important? Men's mental health is important because men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide. By a study by the WHO, men account for 75% of suicide deaths globally. It explains why we have more RIPs on Father's Day and more Happy Mother's Day on Mother's Day. Now, men also make up about 40% of domestic violence victims, according to a British crime survey. I know that these statistics are shocking because we don't hear the stories of men make it to the headline, but we need to understand that men actually make up 40% of domestic violence victims. Yes, men can suffer from domestic violence. Men can suffer from physical abuse, sexual abuse. It is a thing that exists. The only reason is because they don't just speak up about it, because society has taught them to shut their emotions and not talk about their experiences.
We are strong. That's why we are not strong.
According to a study by 1 in 6, it also says that 1 in 6 men experience unwanted sexual contact in their lifetime. This means that 1 in 6 men would have been sexually abused before the age of 18 by a survey by 1 in 6 in the US. Now, there's also a study that says that fathers win child custody only 18.3% of the time. Now, this means that most child custody cases are won by women, right? So men do not get their hearing in court. Men also make up 90% of prison population for obvious reasons. Men get harsher, jail term because they are men. While a woman can get away with falsely accusing a man for raping her, a man can go to jail for decades of his life for a crime that he did not commit. We also have a study that says that prostate cancer is the second most common diagnosed cancer in men after lung cancer. But guess what? Breast cancer that everybody knows about. It's breast cancer that everybody's raising awareness about. And if you do your research, you would find that prostate cancer is actually more common than breast cancer, which is why we need more advocacy on men's mental health. Also, it's also important to note that men often feel social pressure to succeed professionally. So as a man, there's a natural instinct for you to be a provider, for you to be a protector, for you to be a role model. And sometimes these expectations can drive men to depression, especially when they are unable to meet up with these expectations. Now, what are the contributing factors of men's mental health decline? We have the cultural factor. For some of us that are Yoruba, you find that some names actually prepares boys to be men, even from childhood, which is actually very detrimental to their mental health. We also have some cultural values that expect men to play dominant roles in families, at work.
Can we have one out, please? Please, can we have one out? Please, we'll have a guest.
At every point in their lives. We also have some cultures that discourage men from taking on certain roles, like caring for a child, like taking care of children, like getting involved in domestic roles. You'll find that in some cultures, like a taboo, they will tag the man as, the man as being weak. Now, what are some of the social cultural factors that we have taught men from childhood that they have grown up with and is currently affecting them, which is why we have, more divorce rates, we have more marriages failing, because we kind of like prepare women and girls. We prepare girls for marriage from a very early age, and then we just need boys to raise themselves. What are some of these social cultural factors? Men should not cry. I tag them as toxic factors because they've been very detrimental to men's mental health. Values like men should not cry, men should not express emotions, men should not show weakness, men should not seek help, they should not express pain, they should be tough, respected, strong, powerful, successful. Men should be superior to women. Men's power lies in their physique and how domineering they are. We've taught men values like men should avoid childcare, domestic work, and men should always have the final say in the relationship. Now, what are some of the structural factors that contribute to mental health resources globally? In Nigeria, currently, we don't even have a social support center that is specifically dedicated to men. While we have thousands of NGOs fighting for women and girls, there's none for men, which is why we have more men dying from suicide. Because I always tell people that if a man probably had a social support center he could go to, if he was depressed or if he was struggling, and not, bottle up emotions, I think that many men will be alive today. Now, a study by a UK organization says that 90% of government funding goes towards, imagine 99.6% of government funding going towards women's shelter in the UK. And I believe that that's the same way in Nigeria, it's the same way all over the world. We have all the funding going to women and girls and nothing for men and boys. And I believe we have a lot of powerful men in the room, so we can begin to advocate for men's shelters, men's social support centers that can help men. Now, what are some of the signs and symptoms of mental health conditions in men? If you find that you are constantly sad or depressed, you are constantly worried, or you are anxious, withdrawal from social activities, avoiding friends, family, social interactions. As a man, it's difficult to admit that you need help because society has socially conditioned you to be strong all the time. Signs are persistent in your daily life. It's important for you to seek help. Also, persistent tiredness, lack of energy, irritability. You find that you're constantly angry all the time or agitated. Also, increased use of alcohol or drugs. People would always say, oh, alcohol is like a man's thing. Men always like to take alcohol, but I'm sure that if you ask a man that gets drunk like on a daily, he'll tell you that it's not his desire to get drunk. It is just an unhealthy coping mechanism that men use. But the unfortunate thing is alcohol only makes you forget the problem for that moment. Once it wears off, we are back to the problem. So it's important to actually explore healthy coping mechanisms where you can express yourself and all of that. Also, disconnection from reality, feeling detached from oneself, surrounding, and feeling unreal. And we also have one major sign that many people do not look out for, which is happiness. right? We also have some people who are constantly happy all the time, and they could still be struggling with their mental health. So happiness is also a sign to look out for. I'm just going to run through how you can, practical things you can do to overcome your mental health challenges as I conclude. Number one, it's important for men to cry. I don't know who came up with that, with that idea that men should not be allowed to cry because people Jesus wept. So, and then medically, it is proven that when you cry, when you express when you cry, it is actually, you release certain toxins from your body. So it's important for you to cry. We've treated cases of some men that will tell us that in 5 years, they've not cried in 5 years, in 2 years, they've not cried. How is that possible? That's even detrimental to your physical health. So it's important for you to cry. If you need to cry, cry. Also, it's important to communicate openly. One of is not communicating openly themselves. Men, you need to understand that if they overcome challenges, it's because we actually see something. Reach out to someone in your circle. Men are people that they can literally talk to, reach out to your friends. Yes, I can tell you that my male friends are actually more supportive than my female friends. So thank you so much. Also, men are also known for not. Men are also known for not, going to the hospital. We just always advise men to schedule that hospital appointment, whether you feel like it or not. It is the reason why many men just drop dead all the time, because you need to understand that mental health issues cannot be seen. And then if you hold in your emotions over time for too long, it can cause an ailment in your body that you are not even aware of, that will just manifest one day. So it's important, men, maybe schedule an hospital appointment maybe quarterly or something. Whether you feel sick or not, make sure that you visit your doctor. It's very, very important. Also, it's important, we know that men are hard workers, providers, they're working all the time, but it's important to actually take a break from work from time to time. Try to engage in activities like walking, running, swimming, exercise basically. Spend time outdoor in nature to improve your mental well-being. Eat a well-balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, proteins, and grains. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. You might want to cut down on fizzy drinks. You might want to cut down on sweet drinks or anything sweet. It's important for you to take, lots of water. Also, it's important to stay connected with friends and family through regular calls, messages, and meetups. Participate in community groups or clubs that interest you to build your new social connections, like the Rotary Club, for example, amazing network. Also, it's important for you to reduce time spent on social media and electronic device to prevent information overload and reduce anxiety. Now, a study shows that the light that comes out from your phone is actually toxic to your body. I'm sure everybody will know that by now. So sometimes excessive, if you find that you're tired all the time, you're depressed all the time, it might be as a result of your excessive social media consumption. So you might want to, number one, dim the light of your phone, and spend less time on to seek professional help. If you feel like there's nobody that can understand the pain you are going through, we know that as men from domestic abuse, society will judge him or judge him. If you feel like there's no help around you, professional help, at the end of my presentation, I'm going to list some organizations that I can reach out to, even anonymously. I know that men want help, but they don't want to be found seeking help. So it's important to seek professional help. Therapy, the same way you go to the hospital when you have malaria, the same way you should visit your therapist when you are feeling depressed. Also, it's important to keep a gratitude journal. It is not just a women's thing, it's a man's thing. In our workplace mental health training, we actually take an exercise where we get people to, take a gratitude journal test. And it has been very, very helpful with people keeping record of things that they are thankful for, and that's really been impactful to their mental health. Also, it's important to set achievable goals and recognize and celebrate your success. We know that currently in Nigeria, the financial pressure is particularly on men because they are breadwinners. And it's important for you to just, try to like live beyond, live and don't buy the things that you want, just buy the things that you need. And we know that exotic wristwatches, but sometimes it just takes being contented with what you have to keep you happy. Also, it's important to be kind to yourself. I know that from time to time, when I call my friend and that I'm struggling, they're always very kind to me. But when it comes to when we're struggling, when we're making mistakes, it's difficult to be kind. It's difficult to be kind to ourselves. It's difficult to extend the same empathy that we extend to people when they're struggling. So it's important to be kind to yourself. Whatever you do in this life, whatever mistake that you make, be very quick to forgive yourself, pick up yourself, and move. So finally, I believe I have 10 minutes and probably just exhausted. So finally, I'm just going to end by saying that how can you support the men in your life instead of saying man up. Man up is a very toxic word. Please delete that word from your brain. When a man comes to you and says that he's struggling, please don't tell him to be the man. Please don't tell him to man up. You can say things like, take your time. I'm here to listen to you. Don't tell him to man up. Man up has killed a lot of people because they're manning up and they're not talking about it. Also, some words that we need to also let go of as a community. You need to toughen up. You'll find this when maybe a man is grieving the loss of a loved one, and people will tell him, they'll put the man in charge of the house to take care of everybody else, forgetting that he's also a human being. He also has emotions. So please stop telling men to toughen up. You might want to say, I'm sorry to hear about experience. Things like that will allow men to open up. Many people say men don't open up. They don't open up because most of the time people judge them. And most of the time people dismiss their opinions. Also, please don't say real men don't cry. It's important for you to cry. You can say things like, I can see this has been really difficult for you, and I want you to know that I'm here to help. And stop acting weak as a man. There's no such thing as weakness when it comes to wanting help or seeking help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. When you are struggling emotionally and you ask for help, it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. So it's important for you to actually, hold your friends, your male friend, if they are struggling. You might want to book a therapy slot for them. You might want to go with them to see a psychologist. Walk them through the process. So please remember these 3 words: do not judge, do not mock, and do not dismiss men's experiences and feelings. Helpful resources, Mental Health America. These are pages that you can follow that are constantly posting helpful things that can help with your mental health. Mental Health America, Nigerian Mental Health, Men's Mental Health Network. Also, Lagos Minds. You can Google Lagos Minds. Lagos Minds is an arm of the Ministry of the Lagos State Ministry of Health. If you don't want to go physically to visit Lagos State, you can just call them on the phone. A counselor will always be available to speak to you. Mentally Aware Nigeria. These are also organizations that offer free mental health services, and you can come in anonymously. You can even talk to a therapist from the comfort of your house or your office. Better Help is also an application that you can actually download on your phone. You want to talk to, although their therapist is actually white. So if you want to explore that, you might want to explore that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Let's give us a hand. Please say that. Thank you so very much. For that. So, I believe we'll have a question or two. Okay. The question will be coming from the event. I see AG hands up.
On behalf of
I see AG Oshinibosi, and I see AG Apello. Because of AG Apello's mental health, we will take Apello before, because him and Oshinibosi are going to be paying attention to the science. And it would be unfair for me to call AG Oshinibosi before AG Apello. So we'll take AG Biroke. Please, what should give back?
Thank you very much, my president. Thank you for bringing Alima to talk to us today. I will say she's strong and mighty. All that she has in her profile, a lot of her words. I want to thank you very much for holding that trend of getting men out of when I mean the worst slavery. Honestly speaking, when we cannot rule actually female or mothers, because we are mothers for male and female. And sometimes we feel what you have just described today for some of the men and the boys. So it's good that you are following this. And I'm happy that you are even a female doing this. I will also take this home and do it. We have quite a lot of men suffering in silence. So thank you very much. Mine is just a form of contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that commendation, AG Doroken. My hotel president, fellow Rotarians, guests. Thank you so much for that wonderful talk. And welcome, church. Then one of the things he said you have a lot of friends. Officially, I'm part of your friends today. Even though they know me in this talk that my friends is but I'm making this exception for you. So anyway, my president, I came in today not very happy. Why? My mental health was trying.
Let me speak up, please. Don't
My
let
mental
me
health was trying to be disturbed. That's why you see when I came in, I wasn't wearing a cap. And so, but I came in, I saw Gote and Tola. So she's tall. I wanted to support that. I said we should be crying. And I came to so I speak out. I wanted to express that to her. She pushed me aside.
You overdo it. Because you overdo it. She's not MTN.
I felt dejected. I felt my, in fact, I felt before me that I went to the toilet.
So go and do what?
Clean up my face. Look at the mirror. Then again, look at the mirror and look at the reflection of myself. There was something wrong with me, and look at all the features of my body, and I thought I was okay.
Are you sure?
Anybody can come in at any time, and you don't know what they are going through. You don't know where they are coming from. You don't know what has happened, maybe by the bus stop or by the car or something. Please take everyone to join us. That's number one. The second one, my presenter, she talked about someone getting agitated, someone getting. Yesterday, I saw the council chairman. When he was agitated, he was. Yesterday, the council chairman was agitated. He was angry. It was what are the other things you said that happened to someone. He was sad. He was irritated. He was whatever. So I feel that it's not okay. It's not okay. People in Chelsea this morning, people thought that it's not okay. So.
Okay, Jack, thank you so much for your contributions and observation. Please pass the mic to AG Akwelobong.
President, distinguished Rotarian guests and friends. Facilitator guest speaker, I'd like to appreciate you especially.
So what
you have shared today has been not just insightful, but also impactful. Okay, I'm seated beside the guest, and it was not a no. That shows the depth of your impact. Okay, so I want to appreciate you for putting this through. And to thank all the people that you have mentioned as your supporters. Okay, even though we are intending supporters, I want to say categorically that in considering those that you adopt, Even though my friend has mentioned his interest or indicated his interest ahead of me, we need to split it, okay? Because I know you have your or put space, and let me, because of our president, seal that space and support your organization with a token of 50K. I'm doing this not because I have so much, it's because the campaign is meant to be real, okay? Men here, I don't know how much we heard about what you said, okay? But it is very vital. We should resound it, and continue to resound so that we save ourselves. I was listening to a clip, I watched a clip last week on CBC on the phone. I talked about how we need, this is on a lighter note, how we need the 21 action. You understand? And it seems like a joke, yeah? But the doctor was very clear, saying we need to solve that problem. To save, you mentioned prostate cancer. It is real. Do you understand? How are we fighting that? Do you understand how we are addressing it as men? No, we are not achieving anything.
You can't achieve it.
You know, it's serious. It looks like
It's a very serious.
child's play, yeah? But it's something very serious. I ran a test last week and they told me clinical prostate is borderline. And I'm saying, you know, but that's the truth. I don't know that man. So please, you understand to save my life. So I have to encourage my fellow men, please save your life. Save your life.
Thank you so much, OG Oshiri Kwasi, for that contribution. Spiritual society to have. Vice President to have. So let's quickly also have a change. So let me take my advice. But that's our mental health chair. We'll come to you. Vice President.
Rotarian President, fellow Rotarians, yes, our speaker has sincerely applauded you. As a PhD in public health, which will happen very soon.
Amen.
Most of those statistics, thank you. Most of those statistics that you cited are actually true. And I don't want us to trivialize everything she has said. Things are really happening to me. But I didn't really know that, I mean, whoever is going to champion this cause will be a woman. I'm so impressed. Thank you so very much. And while the presentation was going on, I told my president, something came to my mind as a child. I was telling him my dad, see, today is my day. Because I grew up telling my mom, telling us, was 6. And what happened to that? My parents were those teachers. Even though my dad was a vice principal at the time, my mom was a teacher. I did very well as a child. The pressure of my dad was so much. And my dad was my best as I was growing up. Unfortunately, I was joined in Form 2 when he died in 1981. If he didn't die early, I don't think anything would have brought me closer to my mom. And I'm very serious about it. There was never anything he wanted, even including making here. My mom would say, I think my dad had to say, no. My mom would say, oh, church, because my mom was, because she was upright, she's the head of ushers in the church. Every tithe and offering, as signature is the last one that will be there. She's the president of Women Association, so she was in charge of church body. So every morning you see with that, oh, church, my dad would say, she don't know, I just will go. So that was the extent, as a child that I was, I saw the pressure of my dad. The poor mom only make it one before he died. And he did all that training the 6 of us. So please, they did not just create a man to carry on the body. I don't think so. And I always tell my husband, the body of the family does not rest only on it. So we have to support each other. If you want your mom to live long, please don't kill him. Don't say it is anything. What she said is real. Men are also crying, but they're crying theirs in silence. Like he said, a lot of men do not get help. Let us get help.
We don't get help.
Let's see for help. For you to find it. And that died early because actually he was tortured mentally.
Exactly.
A lot of pressure was on him. And people were trying to man up like I said. So please, let's not manning up. Let's see for help. We cannot do, let us say we cannot do, nobody will do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll take the following people and nothing more very quickly. Dr. Abusari, PHA, Tutu, and Dr. Bakari. Dr. Abusari, please.
Morning, my president, the presenter, thank you very much. We need you to dwell more on the issue of prostate cancer for men. Because if the result is the same, you need to do this say 21 times a day. A month. Okay, now, some people are that we need to have multiple wives, which I don't support. But when you look at the statistics of people with multiple wives, they live longer. Like my dad had 5, and the man died at the age of 92. Which made the man was constantly maintaining that number. Some of us we 5. Some of us we have 1. Even though the one we have will not even stay with us today after the country, tomorrow after the country, and we are left alone. And some of us we don't want to humanize. But we are caught between these two now. What do we do? To decide one to keep my mental balance. Please, I need your help on that.
Thank you, Dr. Sorry. That's the question you have to answer. I want to take
Because
asking tó wá jù mí lọ́tọ̀ nígbà rẹ̀. But the fact that she did not postulate. So I think we will need to look for answers to that from other places. But the issue is that I also believe that some of us have a way of making personal special arrangements when it comes to dealing with these issues of how men are made to feel in society and things like that. Looking at Oshirimosi as an example, Oshirimosi has understood what it means to be closer to the feminine gender because that is where he could find shoulder to lay his head anytime he needs to cry. Since the time I knew him, he's been wearing ladies' shoes. The cap on his head is the one that gets guys use. It's not that is different. This morning, I asked him, I said, why did you start where we usually, you left another way, you left me, you left other leaders here, and you located yourself very close to a people small that we all know is always seated at that angle. So, what that is telling us is that we should, on our own, as individuals, use approaches that are not probably reaching anywhere. Because if we are waiting for the one that is approved by the society, we may not be waiting forever. And I've started from a lighter mood to the serious part of it now. And what am I saying in essence is that usually the society sets standards. The society individually arranges themselves because most of the time, those things that have been generally accepted as norms are not sustainable. As time change, those things also have to change. But we are usually very reluctant to change them officially. So every man should, on their own, be sensitive to all these issues and not die under the expectations of society. On a final note, my sister,
here have applauded your effort. And some have said that it's also very interesting that you, a lady, are the one advocating for something very crucial about men's life. On this note, I'll say that we can talk privately. I can arrange for you to get some spot to speak on this in some radio stations and possibly TV, so that this can be translated in the area. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PhD, for that. Our mental health chair, Dr. Bakari, very quickly.
Thank you, my president. Thank you very much for bringing this to us. Know that our men are not having what it should be at home. And I think what goes back to us women, we need to have a reorientation. And we said it all. How do we change that mindset for our women? We need to catch them young. So we need to go to schools. Because for us as married women or senior girls, it's what we've been trained from childhood. So going forward, and for us, for our men to be able to have that life that we desire, for them to live till 90, 100, we need to go back to the basics. Have changed in schools, because it's those boys, those young boys, 5 years, 10, 6, 7, they do not know what we know now. So in our club, we are doing as much as possible. We brought a specialist to also speak on how to maintain our health. But at the same time, now that a woman is championing this cause, this is a laudable one. We also want a situation where other groups are also champion this, and more women are also be part of. Because men will listen to women than when men speak to them of mental health. This we know. Yes, this we know. And with regards to what my Rotarian brother said about prostate cancer, in fact, studies have shown that when men marry 2, 3 women, and which Rotarian portraits, studies have shown that the incidence of prostate cancer is on the decline if we have more wives. And yes, our fathers are very grandfathers, married more women. Yes. And that's why they live longer, because they were serving all the women. Now, men marry only one wife, and now wife is not even around.
Thank you, Dr. Bakari. Thank you, Dr. Bakari. No, it's okay.
Marry more women, no child. You can marry more women. I'm ready to carry on.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bakari. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will hand over to Alima this time just to give a concluding summary. What else?
Thank you very much, everybody, for all the kind comments and compliments. Thank you very much, sir, for your donation. I'm very grateful. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no scientific research that actually supports what you said.
There's no what?
There's no scientific research that says the more. Now, well, I think you can just try to say, if you have a public health person on the team, that can well, I've done, I don't know, but from what I've read online, because this has been an ongoing conversation among men, what I know is that they suggest that men should at least ejaculate at least 21 times in a month. I know that.
How do you do that?
Okay, I would just like to I'd just like to wrap up by saying that I think that ultimately it is important for men to get regular checks, to eat healthy, to take a lot of water, and smoking also influences the prostate cancer. So if you are probably smoking, I want to just call healthy and do regular checks from time to time. I'd just like to end by saying that men, you are important. Your feelings are valid, your expressions are valid, and we will always be here rooting for you. Thank you so much for all the unpaid sacrifices that you make behind closed doors. And we just want to appreciate you for everything that you do. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Please let's give a round of applause again. She will be invited to your organization to also speak on mental health as well. You know, she does that for corporate organizations as well. She'll drop my contact after the meeting. At this point in time, I'd like to call on Richard Akiroko for 5 minutes to okay, so just before we do that, I'd like to call on our all female past presidents to kindly please come forward as we make a presentation to Halima. She has to.
Bobo,
Let's allow him to express himself. Right, AG Bureau head. AG is one. President.
May president.
You know what? All past presidents are standing forward. All past presidents. Including our electoral. Yeah, can you join us here? All past presidents, all past presidents, all past presidents. Thank you. At this point in time, I'd like to hand over to no other person than a past district secretary, a fine gentleman, in the person of AG Afelobo. And a promoter of next better.
He's happy now.
He's
very happy.
Dear President, thank you so much.
Dr. Bakari.
President, thank you so much for this honor. Like I said earlier on, gifts to the men, society, like I said earlier on also, just added one more person to your friends. Presented appreciation award presented to Halima Landlady. Thank you, yes. Founder, Life After News Foundation. But I want to ask a question. Because Akamo, share something with you. When he was still young, when he was young, when he was 14, when he was 15, something happened. But that is 8 years. Something happened. So, in recognition of your invaluable and outstanding presentation as guest speaker at the Club Disease Prevention and Treatment Center, today, 13th. Thank you. So before the male president, male president, male first, male first. Male first. All male presidents, please, he or she, he or she will say, all past presidents. Okay, thank you all the male past presidents. You may go to your seat now. Female past presidents. Female past president. And our mental health chair, and incoming. Please join us here. Okay, thank you. You may have your seat. And before you leave, can I call on all male in the house, both guests and members, can you join us very quickly? All the men in the house. All the men in the house, all the men in the house, including our guests, all the men in the house. All the men in the house, all the men in the house, men only. Join us. Okay. All the men in the house, all the men in the house, all the men in the house. HCC, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Come forward. Okay, okay. All the men in the house. My guest, come and stand. Ask my guest, please. Let's Thank you so very much. Now, all the women in the house for their mental health, very quickly. All the women in the house. All the women in the house. All women, all women. All women, come and stay. All women in the house.
Again.
Our women.
Ẹ̀yin ìyá.
Not many women in the household.
Ẹ ti kú àdúgbò wa o.
Many women in the house. Wow.
Ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ síjú àánú àwọn ọkùnrin o. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá rí ọgbó. Ẹ máa satisfy àwọn tábà ti nídìí yín o. Ẹ má máa rojú o. Ẹ má bí wẹ́ẹ́.
Oh, very much, everyone.
Rárá mi ò lè ra rọ́bọ̀tì. Kò lè tàbí.
The meeting is still on. The meeting is still on. Ruchala, we see how the meeting is session. Ruchala, what's going on over there? Okay, so we had some guests join us, some very important guests join us right after we had started the meeting. We are taking introduction here. But if you are guests that you're not introduced, or you have a guest here that are not introduced, we may kindly do so now.
Thank you, my president. I've been meeting Mr. Fashino Olaoluwa Damilare. He's a diplomat, he's the ambassador for youth, ECOWAS youth. My president, I know it's not properly dressed, so I'll be paying him. He find 5,000 naira with the one.
Well, I accept that in advance before the SABC. Thank you so much for joining us. Very quickly, because our time is fast spent. Kindly bring forward guests that will be inducted very shortly.
Thank you, my president. Mr. Shehu, I could please step forward.
We have only 5 minutes of this whole.
Today, I really want to appreciate every member who has made it a duty to propagate the gospel of the Rotary by bringing in their friends and loved ones to join us. So today, we have Mr. Shehu. See, our prospect is well prepared. Is well prepared with his friends and family members. That the family for a while.
Okay, we have 5 minutes for this, so we have 4 minutes left.
My president. So Mr. Yomi has decided to commit his time, talent, and resources to support humanity. This is something he's been doing in his private capacity, and he's decided to join us to leverage the platform of Rotary. So I present to the House Mr. Adewi. He's a business consultant. His birthday is on August every year. He stays here in Ikeja, Abule about to be precise. He's gone through the interview and has decided that he will always come to join us. President, I am done.
Thank you so very much. At this point in time, I'd like to call on PAG Adjusted, AAA. PAG Adjusted, can you please step forward? So kindly help us induct our new member.
Yeah, President. This mic is not working, though. Can't hear you.
Hello.
Okay, it's working now.
My distinguished President, all past presidents in the House, distinguished guests of the play. Highly honored. We go to this one. You are still, as soon as I do the thing, you are not rotating. So on behalf of the President, I hereby depend on you to induct you as a Rotarian to the good. This is 9111.
We are struggling to hear you, sir.
That's all right.
The man with the man.
Problem is the person holding his mic. Ask someone else to hold his microphone.
Hold the mic very well.
I urge you to wear this thing every time, proudly. Once you have this thing, show that you have integrity as a Rotarian all over the world. You are joined millions of people over the world as a Rotarian. And anywhere you go in the world, you are highly recognized. You are welcome to Rotary Club. So it's very only good. Congratulations.
Have your comment for you today. Okay, so as our tradition is, where your sponsorship, please join us and your friends join us. As a new Rotarian,
in addition, this, hello, Rotarian, in addition to this ABC of Rotary, everything you need to know about Rotary is here. Make sure you read. Thank you.
I welcome you so warmly. At this point in time, you will celebrate yourself, you will address us and celebrate yourself, your sponsor, and your family and friends. Join you here. I mean, you've shared fellowship with us a couple of times, so you know how it's done. And I have no doubt that you will do much for
Don't run away.
the magical.
Don't run away.
Yeah.
Go and see.
All right. Good morning, Rotarians. From President.
Observation.
Now, Mr. President, like you said, this Rotarian has been here severally, and you know the formality of it. Yeah, I don't want to go into. Let's go. So can you please take us to the why the president probably my president's mind. Sorry, I decided to use my president's mind so that we can all hear.
How can you use your president's mind? Microphone, not mic. Microphone. How can you president mic?
Thanks for your
So,
observation.
please, can you please do me the honor of properly acknowledging the presence of my president, the number one president member, the number one member of this country.
Thank you, my president. Person of Babajide Victor Ogulere. My president of the I want to say thank you for this opportunity given to me to be part of the honorable club. I want to say thank you one more time. And like the first time I was going to meet people, is smiling is attractive. And it's one of the things that attract. No, I'm just being sincere. It's an opportunity given to us to talk about president. So what welcomed me most was his
smiling face when I came here. The president, the past president, my fellow Rotarian, my guests, and all our guests in the house. I want to say thank you for this opportunity to be part of this club. And I promise you, I'm going to do the best within my capacity to contribute my own quota to ensure the progress that the club is known for. And of course, at this junction, there is no amount of money that I can say I'm going to use to celebrate this amount. I mean, this moment that is too much. Okay. However, for now, I'm going to celebrate this with 25,000 naira.
Thank you very much. Your family and friends will also support you. They'll say, just tell us what it is.
And the sponsor.
Yeah, we'll get to the sponsor. So who's going first? Oh, Madam's here. Why you people say Madam, Madam? You say it's his friend. Your friend, please. I'm the fine gentleman as well, but how much are you supporting this production?
Very much. My name is Banker Apata.
Miss or Mrs.?
Yeah, Mrs.
Okay. Mrs. Emphasis.
I work with the Lagos University Teaching Hospital. I'm going to support him with 20,000.
Wow. 20,000 naira. Thank you so very much.
All right, thank you, and good morning, everyone. My name is Sam. So I'm going to be great support and friends this induction festival. So, but however, let us drag into this. I'll do
Thank you so very much for that.
My name is Bola Wemado. I support my friend with his son.
And to the sponsor.
Students in the house and guests, to call the member of this parliament club. And for that, on that note, I'm going to support him with a sum of 20,000 naira.
20,000 naira. Thank you so very much, our sponsor. The vice president, let me come forward very quickly. In Rotary, we assign mentors, people that can work with you and guide you on your Rotary journey on a one-on-one level. We will trust you to know that when I joined this club and I was inducted, when I was inducted, I appointed a mentor to me. I said, he amazingly well. You know who the mentor was? Or is BP Favor Money. So kindly help me appreciate BP Favor Money. He was my mentor, and I'm here today. So I'll be calling on Rotarian Raquel to be your mentor. As a mentor, you'll also celebrate where's the microphone?
Rotarian president, you don't know how excited I am. It means I'm also growing. I'm also gradually tilting towards being a leader. Very first time being a sponsor to a newly inducted.
For the very first time, to share their me.
I'll mentor you from sure.
Right. The mentor gets very sound.
For sure.
Can I be part of the mentoring?
Yes, when I need you, I will call you. I first on that note, I support you. Then have some song for 20,000.
Thank you so very much. Just please, let's take this picture. Let's help you. Thank you so very much. Richard, I need to step forward as we move to the next step. We're done. You may be seated. Thank you so very much. Richard, I need to we'll move to our Carol performance. But just before we do that, I'm going to call on our PhD to share very quickly. Stop, can you give us the updates very quickly?
President, all the leaders are here, Pakistan governor, fellow Rotarians and guests. It's a pleasure for me to be in your midst today, and I want to thank the President for giving me this platform to address this great forum on the reason of my being here today. As I said earlier, my name is PhD Jerry from I'm current chairman for the district committee called the Nation for Vision. All of us know the impact of visual impairments on the social and the economic life of the sufferer. Our focus this year is to help those who are visually impaired to restore their sight and to restore their vision. And when this people gave me the task, I said, wow, this is a very big task. But luckily for me, we have found a partner to assist us with this big task. Or offer to partner with the committee by helping to conduct 1,000, I will repeat that figure, 1,000 free cataract surgery. This committee was being inaugurated and put across to the president here, Dr. Angido, to please assist the committee by recommending a member of this great club to our committee to serve them. I'm glad to inform you that we have a member of this great club, Dr. Timothy Akande, as a member of our committee. So I assume that it should not be strange for you to hear about what we are doing in that committee because we have a member right here inside the committee. Our screening starts next month. The flag off will be on the 7th of January at the district office. And we are doing another flag off at the Art Foundation Hospital on the 14th of, the 9th of January. Then on the 14th of January, our team will be at Abeokuta to do another flag off. So the series of events, the surveys, it's going to be 2 days a week for the screening and survey. It is possible that everybody that will screen on a particular screening day that be confirmed positive for cataract, it's possible the person will be operated the same day as the screening is done. Otherwise, the person will be scheduled for the next available day for screening and for surgery. Before now, I thought our job would be just like easy, like passing the fortnight through the water. But as we progress, I found that the work is not easy at all. And if I have to go in the directive of the district governor, who I'm sure all of you know by now, we have said this long, you know the disposition and you know the big heart for doing good. He told us, this committee, because the sponsor for the surgery said they are not going to provide post-operative drugs for the patients. So we have to follow up with the patient to make sure that they take their drugs. So the surgery without the drugs is as good as surgery at all.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
So on that note, please, that's why I'm here to solicit for because each of those surgical patients, for their 1 month post-operative drugs, it will cost almost about 2,000 naira. And if you are doing 1,000 surgery, that gives us like 20 million naira already. added to other logistics, we have to run almost 2 months. That is 17 days of the process. So that's why I came to this club to appeal to you all to please make.
Sorry to interrupt, who's the member of your committee that is? Okay, so what we, because we have a few activities that want to do today, and our time is past times already. Some people have flights to catch.
All right, thank you, please.
I'll have you do more. But thank you
Thank
so
you,
very
please.
much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's around? It's all please.
We have Christmas Carol, time is fast, right? I know of 4 families that are ready, and they've done collabo. So I'll call on the family of PPG, Ajibola, and AG Titi Sumono. Can you please come out with the families?
We have only 5 minutes for this, so because we have to
Come out.
Let them do everything together now.
They come now. Can we come out, please?
What another family they are not ready now?
And she comes at magic. We're going to sing half the herald sing, angels sing. Thank you.
Are you part of their family?
We are 2 families, HG City Shimon family and Bibi Jimmy Ajibola family.
Hey, where is your daddy? Where is your father?
Our mom is here.
Where is your father?
Don't worry, our mother is here.
And Bibi Daniel family wants to join us. Yeah, so our family. They want to.
We are joining you too.
Any family that is joining us must stay. My president. The first time because of time constraints.
So we'll be singing Hark the Herald Angels. It is on the platform. Please join us to sing in the spirit of Christmas. I will hum the song and then we'll sing the first and the last. Yes. Tell you what, you should come and join us now, family. Come here, come here, come here. Thank you. La 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 la. Let's go. Let's go.
Family and the PhD adjusted family. The two families they're ready to make. Yeah. PhD Akono family, are you ready? Yeah. And adjusted family. That wants actually, are you ready?
So all families should come together, please. Because of time, our time was perfect. All families that want to speak come together on the instruction of the president. Please. On the instruction of the president. All families. Oh, yeah. Hey, I go right in. Putting one song together. All families one song. Our time is fast. And we'll also next week. Okay. That is right. For 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Look to them, 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes.
Because of time, we are going to do very quickly. 1 house, please, I say you charge this 1 house, 1 house. 1 house, 1 house, 1 house, 1 house. 1 house.
I missed out an update. There will be no meeting next week. Next week, there will be a meeting next week, but it's strictly virtual. So next week's meeting is strictly virtual, and to be online. So kindly note that posted on the platform.
Thank you all for donating answering to our songs. For the instructions, that was answer the mission. Just few people I cannot back to assistant governor. Charges against you. On each time charge, I'm going to charge you 10,000. So the 5 times charge is going to be 50,000. You want me to grant each charge for you? That's your charge. You went out without even address. I'm not fucking. Are you normally dressed? You stand up and everybody sees you. You can try to solve the meeting of what you want to show your skill, and you want to see that your head is I need to you are only 50,000 naira. You want to be. No, take it straight out. That's how you are. Thank you. No, we can't stop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Assistant Governor Abiodun Oshinobosi. Anytime I see you, I'm really happy. You are a president that Assistant Governor Abiodun Oshinobosi. Assistant Governor Abiodun Oshinobosi. Some people are saying something. I'm not looking at this at Yes, you are taking us to party on Sunday. That does not mean I don't. I'm telling you 5,000 years. You are something else. Thank you very much for praying. Yeah. I don't mention because I know that. It's not going to be only the proceeding. You are only supporting whether I tell you or not. This strategy is coming out. I'm just trying to 20,000. Thank you very much. Know your work. He's going to do 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Thank you very much for that election. Please, if you have anything, just please go to court. Thank you. A lot of other if you pay for man too, where is she? She has not even come back. You can go back to your seat. Yeah. Was to bring a new trainer to us, but I think he didn't do your due diligence. He didn't do your work very well. You didn't stay, you brought guests, him and were disturbing the meeting. I was thinking that I don't know, but he committed the offense before he became a lieutenant. So it's an offense committed before he became so I can't tell him for that. But I'm going to charge the person that sponsored him. Because you have done answering towards his introduction, I'll just charge you 5,000. Because you're supposed to be following that. When you come to meeting, you're supposed to behave yourself very well. Thank you very much for paying that 5,000 without any that's not talking. Oh, please. Okay, I was going to in fact, I have like 4 candidates against you. During the song, I remove cards. You also disturbing the meeting. No. Money, nothing. Anybody cannot do anything. Okay, give me 5,000. Thank you very much for giving me that 5,000 out there. Yes, my council chief, sir. How are you, sir? You know, when we met downstairs,
I asked him that, is today dressed after the street? He said, no, President, I don't know President, they said, I mean, that, I don't know.
Our council chair, you need to be thoroughly visited. Let AG Oshunipoti observe. Please pass it on to AG Oshunipoti. Is it on our council chair matter? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma'am. President, sir. I was going to mention this, but it's good that the essay is speaking it. You know, I'm seated beside the guest, and you can see how properly dressed we are. Okay? And that's based on information that I have given you, that for every meeting that we attend, you dress formally. Okay? And formally means if you are doing corporate, you are corporate. If you are doing native, you are, what is this one called? So if we confused, is that thing? You also what's that mean? You said you are dressed corporately, you dress. How what's the representation of this? How do you define it? So I have to be saying that blue to defend it. You understand? So please charge him appropriately and let the communication be clear that for every meeting we dress corporately. My assistant governor. So my charter, my council chair of 5,000 this matter. Then 5,000 please.
My PhD, just, yes, my PhD, just,
my council,
my PhD, you know, 5,000 naira for this offense. Just sit down with 5,000. Thank you very much.
So, President, of course, I pardon you because you've been an amazing person. The second doctor that was still beside me before leadership, I also pardon her because she doesn't appreciate me and she served very well. Then, commission and commission, I will do 20,000.
Thank you very much.
As staff control here is 20,000.
Oh, that's it. So, I'm going to this meeting. I'm so 20,000. Reverend Benga, kindly quickly step forward before you sit down. This was given to you at Ryla for your support, which by extension, your support from the government. I'll call on AGC to kindly come forward and my vice president to join me as a member of that committee. I will present, AGC come out and present this today.
My president,
what's going on there? The 5,000 is not enough. What's going on today? What's going on? What's going on? This can you
President Rochiko Momole G. Momole G. Whenever you hear me say that, there's a reason, but let's leave it. Let me off my mind. So, President of should I talk? I should talk. That's fine. Okay, President Rochiko Momole G. This award is going to Rotarian Wenga Babalola from the Ryla means Rotary Youth Leadership Academy 2024. This is an award of recognition as the ambassador, bronze ambassador for Ryla 2024 for all your support towards the success of the event that happened earlier this year. Thank you for being a worthy Rotarian.
Thank you, PhD, thank you, Richard, great guy. Our president nominee, can you please be upstanding and give us the toast as we close today's meeting? So let's please pass the broken pass mic to us.
Thank you, Tom and Villa Pops, you still have Pops. Let's go to all our guests.
All our guests.
Visiting Rotarian. PhD Veteran. I'll say Ojodu. Thank you very much. Members, yes. Latest Rotarian. Omole Goni. District 911. And to the big bodies that all of us together, our country, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, my president.
Thank you. Please, can we take the call anthem? I say of Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Carry on, this to you, what we do, will God abide with us still. The national anthem. Thank you very much. At exactly 10:41, this meeting is hereby brought to a close. Please hug everyone around you and welcome them. My